This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. To the inside, it's stolen by Capella. With the step back. Mitchell with the bounce pass. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And great, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs. And the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
The drive by Bosh.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Now here's Bosh. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Olajuwon can't hit. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Here's Mitchell. Bosh grabs the miss.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Olajuwon. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Pass to Wiggins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Stolen by Bosch. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. And the shot is good.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Here's Mitchell. And he drives in.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Here's Olajuwon. To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Stephen Silas. David.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Rice. Pass to Bosch. Allen outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Off target at the rim. You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated shooter.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
2 shots.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
For the Bulls. Here they come. Your City, Texas. Once again,
and Mitchell drops them both. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
So aggressive and explosive. Mitchell working above the rim and doing damage.
Poked loose. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And it's Olajuwon missing. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Olajuwon. Another miss by Houston.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And it's the Rockets on the break.
2 minutes.
Here's Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
Oh, moving so well for someone almost 7 feet. Bosch completing on that break.
The try by Mitchell. Rockets with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all to stop and shut him down there.
To the left wing. Back to Olajuwon. crosses over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And that one falls for Olajuwon.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And Greg, one thing about that winding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin, and that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Bulls making a switch here. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Timeout charge to Houston. They are here, the one and only What City Texans. Once again, they check your What City Texans.
And Olajuwon drops them both. The Bulls leading by 3. The drive by Mitchell. In the corner, George with it. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Capella. And no good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Pass to Olajuwon. Up and in on the layup. Olajuwon's got 10 points in the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Wiggins right side. Clark outside. Rocket 6. And there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And here are the Bulls now. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Pass to Olajuwon with 2 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. He's got 12.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Bulls. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets. On the wing, Wiggins. Good D by Olajuwon. The Rockets trail. With the drive. And finished off by Fultz.
And the speed of Fultz is lethal. When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear the rim off the hinges.
Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Olajuwon, good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him. Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden in Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times. Nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Yeah, and also the Warriors. They are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right play. And so Bosh nails both of them. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I've ever been around.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Knocked loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
In for the Bulls, Paul George.
Here's Connaughton. Left side, George. Clark outside. And it's Reed pulling it down.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Here's Smith. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Rice. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Bosh. 6 points for him. Driving the lane. And it's Sharp missing. And it's Wright with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The shot, no good. Smith right side. Out to the right wing. Bosh looking around. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Vucevic. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
Here's Bosh. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third team foul.
It's easy to see what a great facilitator Kevin Porter is. His vision and instincts are terrific.
Yeah, he can find his own shot, too. He's crafty. He's got the footwork. He creates the separation, and he's not shy about going to the cup either.
And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
And for years, it has seemed like Nikola Vucevic has been so underrated. Multi-time All-Star. This is a big man that really does it all.
And, Richard, it seems as though it's easy to take Vucevic for granted.
Yeah, and it's so strange. He consistently puts up great numbers and plays his role to perfection. A big guy that any team would love to have, especially when you consider how efficient he is.
That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. It's George on the wing. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game.
Only one player gets credit for the steal, but really both defenders made it happen on that one.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rice. George with the defensive effort. Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Smith. Back to George. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Bosh can't hit. Wiggins right side. On the wing, Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
Now here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Here's Fultz. And Capella sends it back. The offensive rebound. Here's Olajuwon. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Olajuwon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. At the elbow, Smith. On the wing, Wiggins. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Wiggins has got 12 points in the game.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Here's Fultz. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to George. Olajuwon with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Wiggins. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Rockets ahead, leading by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Picked by Clark. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Capella out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets leading by 4. And here's Fultz. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then, up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong.
To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. It's Clark with the rebound. Bulls trail by 7. Mitchell looking it over. Wiggins, right side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Rockets leading by 5. Outside, Olajuwon. To the wing right side. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Unhindered, going all the way. Here's Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Rice. Six to shoot. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And it's still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And the Bulls making a change here. Timeout called, the Rockets.
Timeout charge to Houston.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now Smith. Pass to Whiteside. Kicks it out to Allen. Clock at 4. Houston needs to get a shot off. And he gets the bucket. Whiteside's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now here's Wiggins. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Smith puts up a deep 3. And they'll get another chance. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Smith with it, now defended by Wiggins. The shot's good from Smith.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Wiggins outside. Takes it inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, clever drive there by Wiggins, slipping inside and then drawing the contact on the shot.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Now, here is Olajuwon. He's got 18. Clock at 6. Here's Allen. And easy 2 points on the layup. Allen's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Smith outside. Mitchell outside. Brown outside. And the Bulls get it back. Another shot. Olajuwon with the block.
And hard work on the glass once again, guys. And they put a lot of effort and focus on the backdoor.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets. And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Bulls trailed by 9. George with the ball. 6 points for him. And the Bulls with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Bosch. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. George with the ball. Picked up by Olajuwon. And George with the stuff.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Here's Olajuwon. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Rockets leading by 9. Out to Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Chicago foul. In for the Bulls, DeLon Wright.
Here's Wright. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And then George with the jam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now, here's Olajuwon. That one goes. Count it. Olajuwon's got 5 points in the quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's George. Smith with a wide open look. It's good from long range.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Allen for the 3. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Bosch. 5 on the clock. Here's Allen. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Just 2 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Called here, the Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Left side, George. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to George. No one near him. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Rockets lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Houston leading by 4. Here's Fultz. Pass to Rice. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his 5th foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Allen. Wash, high post. Stolen by George.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
And it's Wiggins missing. Here's Houston now. 4-point game. Over in the corner, Allen. And the 3 off target.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Smith outside. It's right on the wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Another 3 for Chicago.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It turned it up high and down hard on the windmill front. Here's George. It counts. And the foul. It's on Chris Bosh.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Olajuwon inside. Tries again. And he converts the layup. Olajuwon's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's George. Capella, high post. And the shot goes in. Capella's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Kicks it out to Olajuwon. Shoots over Capella. And Capella sends it back. A
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. But his intensity on offense has been fun to watch.
Olajuwon, no luck. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Olajuwon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timeout called, the Rockets. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been. Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's the message Stephen Silas gave to his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Thank you, David. Chicago calls timeout. Chicago leading by 4. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's George. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Fultz. That shot missing. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Mitchell wide open. The shot's good on the assist by George. And now a 9-point Chicago lead. Olajuwon. Banked in off the glass. Olajuwon's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls. And Mitchell no good on that one.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
Olajuwon inside. Off with the layup. The Bulls leading by 9. George with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Olajuwon. And now the fast break. Olajuwon with the ball. It's stolen by Capella. And so George will bring it up for Chicago. And that one's good. Mitchell. Mitchell's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Here's Rice. Hits it from three-point range.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one. But look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
The drive by Mitchell.
And how about the strength from Mitchell? Looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
Back to Fultz. Driving to the basket. Houston now working with the new shot clock. 6 on the shot clock. Rice, no good. Chicago leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bulls.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Fultz, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Mitchell outside. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. No good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road.
No, I got a lot, but I need some more, yeah. If I catch the ops, then I'm up and score, yeah. I can't see it, dang big why. I can't see it.